the use of the mantra is very, very important, extremely important. There's 3 levels of practice, and we call it Shiva Upaya, Mantra Upaya, or Shakti Upaya, and Anupaya. I'll explain. We're not talking about fruit payas, okay? It's a different thing. So Shiva Upaya is doing all the practices. You know, you're doing your yamas, you're doing your niyamas, you're doing kind of all the levels. It's kind of I'd say a more orthodox approach. Shakti Upaya, which is Mantra Upaya, which is you're really focusing on the name of God. If you're doing that, that becomes particularly important. I really recommend that for people. Now, Sai Baba of Shirdi, who was a great enlightened being, left his body in 1918, not such a Sai Baba. At night he would suspend himself in the air. And he asked one of his devotees to put his hand on his heart and to wake him if he stopped hearing the mantra. What does that mean? Is it you need to repeat the mantra all the time, awake or asleep. Because the name of God turns you into the frequency of the name of God. Now, what that means is it should be coming out of your shoes. It should be coming out of your beingness, okay? When you're doing 2 mantras, you're not going to get that penetration. So if you're just doing it lightly and you're, you know, just occasionally or whatever, then it may not matter so much. But if you're actually going to do this as a spiritual practice, then you really need to stick with one and go as deep as possible with it. So there are options according to your situation. Anupaya is you just get it directly. That's a different thing. And you don't need the mantra for that.